Welcome back to Dragon Age Origins. We have finished our lengthy tour of Ostagar. We've met up with Alistair, and now we are headed over to see Duncan and see what lies ahead.
You found Alistair, did you? Good. I'll assume you're ready to begin preparations. Assuming, of course, that you're quite finished riling up mages, Alistair.
What can I say? The revered mother ambushed me. The way she wields guilt, they should stick her in the army.
She forced you to sass the mage, did she? We cannot afford to antagonize anyone, Alistair. We don't need to give anyone more ammunition against us.
You're right, Duncan. I apologize.
Now then, since you're all here, we can begin. You four will be heading into the Korcari Wilds to perform 2 tasks. The first is to obtain 3 vials of darkspawn blood, 1 for each recruit.
What do we need the darkspawn blood for?
For the joining itself. I'll explain more once you've returned.
And what's the second task?
There was once a Grey Warden archive in the wilds, abandoned long ago when we could no longer afford to maintain such remote outposts. It has recently come to our attention that some scrolls have been left behind, magically sealed to protect them. Alistair, I want you to retrieve these scrolls if you can.
What kind of scrolls are these?
Old treaties, if you're curious. Promises of support made to the Grey Wardens long ago. They were once considered only formalities. With so many having forgotten their commitments to us, I suspect it may be a good idea to have something to remind them with.
And what if they're no longer there?
It's possible the scrolls may have been destroyed or even stolen, though the seal's magic should have protected them. Only a Grey Warden can break such a seal.
I don't understand. Why leave such things in a ruin if they're so valuable?
It was assumed that we would someday return. A great many things were assumed that have not held true.
How will we find this archive?
It will be an overgrown ruin by now, but the sealed chest should remain intact. Alistair will guide you to the area you need to search.
Is this part of our joining too?
No, but the effort must be made. I have every confidence you are up to the task.
Find the archive and 3 vials of blood. Understood.
Watch over your charges, Alistair. Return quickly and safely.
We will.
Then may the Maker watch over your path. I will see you when you return.
Okay, looks like we are headed into the Korcari Wilds. Since we have companions, let's take a look at what they're equipped with. See if we need to make any changes or give them any additional equipment. No, we can give him that, and we can give him this belt. No, let's check my belt and see. It's the defense one, so... Let's give Alistair defense since he's going to be our front line. Alright, I don't think we have anything else that we can put on to any of our teammates here. Let's head out into the Korcari Wilds.
Hail. I'm told you all have business in the wilds. The gate's open for you. Just be careful out there. Even a Grey Warden won't be safe in the forest tonight.
Say your prayers!
This should be easy enough. Oh, set Alistair on fire, that's good.
That's a lot of blood.
Pick up these wolf pelts. Give us something to sell, maybe. Get a little extra money. A letter and a new quest. Missionary. You found a corpse near the entrance of the Korcari Wilds. A letter on the corpse detailed a path through the woods that should lead to the place where the deceased is meant to meet his father. Consult the note, a letter to Jobby for more information. So the landmarks we need to follow. Beginning at the entrance of the wild, look for a tree leaning on a ruined building. Pass under a fallen tree bridge. Pass a submerged tower on the right. Look between a high ruined arch and a mossy standing stone. Walk along a path of roots and stones. Look for 2 large statues with a chest between them. That's where their meeting point will be. Alright, we'll keep an eye out for that.
Over here. Who is that? Grey Wardens?
Well, he's not half as dead as he looks, is he?
My scouting band was attacked by Darkspawn. They came out of the ground. Please help me. I've got to return to camp.
Well, let's try to bandage him up at least.
I have bandages in my pack.
Thank you. I've got to get out of here.
Did you hear? An entire patrol of seasoned men killed by Darkspawn.
Calm down, Sir Jory. We'll be fine if we're careful.
Those soldiers were careful, and they were still overwhelmed. How many Darkspawn can the 4 of us slay? 12? 100? There's an entire army in these forests.
There are Darkspawn about, but we're in no danger of walking into the bulk of the Horde.
How do you know? I'm not a coward, but this is foolish and reckless. We should go back.
Yep, he definitely sounds like a coward, doesn't he? Alright, overcoming these dangers is part of our test.
That's true.
Know this. All Grey Wardens can sense Darkspawn. Whatever their cunning, I guarantee they won't take us by surprise. That's why I'm here.
You see, Sir Knight, we might die, but we'll be warned about it first.
That is reassuring.
That doesn't mean I'm here to make this easy, however. So let's get a move on.
Their conversations between each other are pretty comical most of the time. Let's see if Alistair has anything else to say.
Let's get what we came for and head back to Duncan.
Alright. Well, moving on then. Quite a few dead soldiers up here. Flower. It should have been the flower that we need for the one quest that we have. With the Mabari Hound, yep. Alright, so we'll take that flower back to the Kennel Master once we get back. Provided we survive this little venture.
Cursed creatures! As you wish. On it. Right. As you wish. Moving, Harry! Striking still! Let's get started.
Let's have at it! Yeah!
Right. This should be easy.
We got our first vial of blood. Second one. Check and see what we have over here. Some fruit. Let's save that for a little bit later. There's a camp over there. Let's head down this path that the letter tells us to head down. Oh, we can level up. So let's do that. And we have a spell point. Go with that. Not super helpful, I don't think. But you've got to select something
Look
to get
there.
to the next item.
Poor slobs. That just seems so excessive.
Let's get started.
Let's get what we came for and head back to Duncan.
There's a bunch of stuff up there, but can't get to it that way. Let's see if we can go around. Definitely some enemies up there.
Bloody monsters!
This should be easy enough.
Time for some fun! Dead yet?
Let's get started. Right, on it. Critters.
Oh, they're clear over there on that hill attacking us.
Only one shall stand! Desperation is an ugly perfume! This should be easy enough. Let's get started.
And that should have been our last vial of blood, though we're going to find some more, it looks like. Wonder if we switch to a... Don't we have a rogue?
Not a chance.
Definitely know Alistair can't open it. Alright. We don't have anybody yet that can open that for us. Switching back and forth from characters to see what in the world skills they have, abilities. Rigby's Last Will and Testament. He found the last will and testament of someone named Rigby on a body in the Korcari Wilds. Find the cache mentioned in the will and take it to Jeddah and Redcliffe. Okay. Rigby's Last Will and Testament. Buried a sealed lockbox in their camp, nestled in Teventer ruin. Okay. Nope. No way we're opening those chests.
Hold them, darkspawn. What a surprise. Right to the face!
Let's get started. Darkspawn, destroy the fiends. This should be easy enough.
Oh boy.
Too slow! Let's make this
Not really what I wanted to do.
Right. On it.
a bit more dice!
As you wish.
Excerpt from Local Myths and Legends. Age of Ashes. Alright, let's see what we've got here. So, sprinkle the ashes of the deceased over the right spot will summon a spirit in memory of the contract with its beloved Astia. You'll grant a single wish and then vanish, never to be heard from again. Okay. Scatter on a pile of rocks on an overhang overlooking has sunk into Venter Dome. Alright, we'll have to find that. Let's head back here this way first and explore a little bit more. Back this way. Head back to that camp. I think that's the camp that they were talking about on the one note.
Darkspawn. Everyone's as ugly as the
Right, let's get started. This should be easy enough. I need healing!
Dead yet? And that too!
This should be easy.
Phew, that was close. In cache. Well, it tells us to take this lockbox to Jeddah, or you have the option of keeping the content yourself. Take the lockbox to Jeddah as it asked us to do. Now we have a field journal. Found the cache mentioned in the last will and testament. Deliver it to Jeddah and Radcliffe. Alright, we'll do that. Signs of the Chastened. Okay, they've placed hidden markers and signs in the arrangements of stones and rubble along the paths of the wilds. In this way, they mark trails, note places of interest, and even give warnings in a way that outsiders cannot understand. Interestingly, these markers look indistinguishable from a regular pile of stones. Okay. See what we can find.
Do this, do that.
Do this, do that. Oh, there's one.
Looky here.
Darkspawn, destroy the fiends. On it. Right. As you wish.
I'm gonna stay over here.
Time for some fun!
Right. This should be easy enough. Let's get started. As you wish. On it. This should be easy enough. Come now, defend yourself!
Yeah, that's right.
Is that all of them?
Say your prayers! That awesome!
I wonder how many of these trail signs we have. There's one. This is maybe the ruins that it was talking about in that letter. I just didn't see the rocks here on the side. Can I go this way?
Finally, some wildlife. I thought everything was out to get us. Let's get started. Show me what you've got! As you wish.
Say I didn't warn you!
This should be easy enough. On it. You're getting sloppy! This should be easy enough.
Time for some fun!
As you wish. On it.
That should be all of them. Alright, here's a chest up here. Another letter. Got some money. Found the note, but no signs of him. Farewell letter to his son. Okay, that looks like that's probably the last of that quest. Okay, we still need to find the chase and trail markers and pile of rocks to use the ashes on that we found. There's another trail sign. We're going to be on a little bit of a hunting trip for those.
Let's get started.
It's our pile of rocks. Alright. We can leave the stones alone or sprinkle the ashes. Well, let's go for it.
Who summons Cowgrlzroc from slumber?
On it. Right. Let's get started. As you wish. This should be easy enough.
And a fire.
Any last words? Don't say I didn't warn you!
This should be easy enough. You're mine! Right. Let's get started.
Looks like we got 2 items there. Enchanter's footing. Got a weapon too, didn't we? But it's just the 2-handed weapon, so that's not good for Alistair. Alistair's a sword and shield skill. So the 2-handed weapons, he doesn't have the skill to handle them. So it's better off not to give him those. He does have the 2-handed, but he can't handle that. He's a rogue. And if we give it to him, we're going to end up losing it. It is better. So we'll save it for later. So that is something that you want to be careful with Alistair, is to make sure that he's only got the weapons that can be used with his shield.
Cursed creatures! Right to the face! Only one shall stand!
That's unfortunate.
I'll show you on the map. I knew that was up here. There it is. They don't appear until you
what's
find
this?
the one previous to it. Okay. Now we found the chest. We found the last one, so... Alright, the chest is straight ahead. It should be over in this little deserted camp that we were in. Good bit of loot. Alright, looks like we found the chest, so we're gonna move on and try to find the warden's cache. This is the last part of our quest. We've got the darkspawn blood. We've got the flower that we need. Now we need to move on and find the warden cache. Should be headed in the right direction.
This should be easy enough. Let's make this quick, shall we?
Any last words? Dead yet?
Right.
Any last words? Let go!
do a quick save before I go up there and try to open that chest. Never know what's going to happen. We've got everything else done.
Well, well. What have we here? Are you a vulture, I wonder? A scavenger, poking amidst a corpse whose bones were long since cleaned? Or merely an intruder, come into these darkspawn-filled wilds of mine in search of easy prey? What say you, Scavenger or intruder?
How do we respond to her? Let's see. I would first know who you are and where you came from.
You are the intruder here. I believe the first question is rightfully mine. I have watched your progress for some time. Where do they go, I wondered? Why are they here? And now you disturb ashes none have touched for so long. Why is that?
Don't answer her. She looks chastened, and that means others may be nearby.
Oh, you fear barbarians will swoop down upon you.
Yes, swooping is bad.
She's a witch of the wilds, she is. She'll turn us into toads.
Witch of the Wilds. Such idle fancies, those legends. Have you no minds of your own? You there. Women do not frighten like little boys. Tell me your name and I shall tell you mine.
I am Saphira. A pleasure to meet you.
Now that is a proper civil greeting, even here in the wilds. You may call me Morrigan. Shall I guess your purpose? You sought something in that chest? Something that is here no longer?
Here no longer. You stole them, didn't you? You're some kind of sneaky witch thief.
How very eloquent. How does one steal from dead men?
Quite easily, it seems. Those documents are Grey Warden property, and I suggest you return them.
I will not, for 'twas not I who removed them. Invoke a name that means nothing here any longer if you wish. I am not threatened.
Then who removed them?
'Twas my mother, in fact.
Your mother?
Yes, my mother. Did you assume I spawned from a log?
A thieving, weird-talking log, perhaps?
Not all in the wilds are monsters. Flowers grow as well as toads. If you wish, I will take you to my mother. 'Tis not far from here, and you may ask her for your papers if you like.
We should get those treaties, but I dislike this Morrigan's sudden appearance. It's too convenient.
Why are you interested in helping us?
Why not? I do not meet many people here. Are you all so mistrustful?
Can you tell us more about your mother first?
She prefers her privacy, but I imagine she will be curious enough why you are here. Come, see for yourself.
I say we go with her.
She'll put us all in the pot, she will. Just you watch.
If the pot's warmer than this forest, it'd be a nice change.
Follow me then, if it pleases you. Greetings, Mother. I bring before you 4 Grey Wardens who...
I see them, girl. Much as I expected.
Are we supposed to believe you were expecting us?
You are required to do nothing, least of all believe. Shut one's eyes tight or open one's arms wide. Either way, one's a fool.
She's a witch, I tell you. We shouldn't be talking to her.
Quiet, Davith. If she's really a witch, do you want to make her mad?
There is a smart lad. Sadly irrelevant to the larger scheme of things, but it is not I who decides. Believe what you will. And what of you? Does your elven mind give you a different viewpoint? What do you believe?
I am no fool, if that's what you're asking.
If you must protest so quickly, perhaps I need not ask. So much about you is uncertain, and yet I believe. Do I? Why, it seems I do.
So this is a dreaded Witch of the Wilds.
Witch of the Wilds, huh? Morrigan must have told you that. She fancies such tales, though she would never admit it. Oh, how she dances under the moon.
They did not come to listen to your wild tales, Mother.
True, they came for their treaties, yes? And before you begin barking, your precious seal wore off long ago. I have protected these.
You... Oh, you protected them?
And why not? Take them to your Grey Wardens and tell them this blight's threat is greater than they realize.
What do you mean the threat is greater than they realize?
Either the threat is more, or they realize less. Or perhaps the threat is nothing. Or perhaps they realize nothing. Oh, do not mind me. You have what you came for.
Time for you to go, then.
Do not be ridiculous, girl. These are your guests.
Oh, very well. I will show you out of the woods. Follow me.
Okay, we're back at camp.
Tern Loge may not think much of the Grey Wardens, but the king was wise to bring you here.
Before we return to him, let's return here to the Kennel Master.
The Mabari's stable for now, but not improving. Unless I get that herb I told you about, there's not much hope.
Is this the flower you're looking for?
Let me see. Yeah, that's exactly it. Wonderful. Give me a moment and I'll make this into an ointment. He looks better already. I'm sure he'd thank you himself if he could.
What will happen to him now?
Let's give him a day or two to recover. Why not come back after the battle? Perhaps we can see about imprinting him on you.
You think that's possible?
Maybe. It's likely he understands you're responsible for curing him. Mabari are at least as smart as your average tax collector. Come back after the battle and just... well, take another look.
There's a note in here. The dogs and Pharrell. Okay. Can we get this chest over here? It is not guarded right now. Outstanding. And there's a few items for giving the prisoner some food in the last episode. Let's check out the quartermaster.
Hello
See
again.
if there's
Is there
anything
something you need? Some supplies, perhaps? Let me know what you'd like.
So definitely buy backpacks. That's the second one that he's had since we've been wandering around Ostagar. Okay, plot-wise, I think we have met Morrigan, Witch of the Wilds. Such idle fancies, those legends. Have you no minds of your own? Of herself, Morrigan says little. She does not deny being a witch of the wilds, but beyond that, everything about her is in question. Okay, I think the only thing that we have left right now is to go meet with Duncan.
So you returned from the wilds. Have you been successful?
We have.
Good. I've had the Circle mages preparing. With the blood you've retrieved, we can begin the joining immediately.
Maybe we should tell you about Morrigan and her mother.
There was a woman at the tower, and her mother had the scrolls. They were both very... odd.
Were they wilder folk?
I don't think so. They might be apostates. Mages hiding from the Chantry.
I know you were once a Templar, Alistair, but Chantry business is not ours. We have the scrolls. Let us focus on the joining.
Now will you tell us what this ritual is about?
I will not lie. We Grey Wardens pay a heavy price to become what we are. Fate may decree that you pay your price now, rather than later.
Is that why the joining is so secret?
If only such secrecy were unnecessary, and all understood the necessity of such sacrifice. Sadly, that will never be so.
Let's go then. I'm anxious to see this joining now.
I agree. Let's have it done.
Then let us begin. Alistair, take them to the old temple.
It's time to become a Grey Warden.
The more I hear about this joining, the less I like it.
Are you blubbering again?
Why all these damn tests? Have I not earned my place?
Maybe it's tradition. Maybe they're just trying to annoy you.
I swear I'm the bravest one here, and I'm a woman. Oh my goodness. Are all humans such cowards? I don't like this any more than you do.
I only know that my wife is in Highover with a child on the way. If they had warned me, it just doesn't seem fair.
Would you have come if they'd warned you? Maybe that's why they don't. The Wardens do what they must, right?
Including sacrificing us?
I'd sacrifice a lot more if I knew it would end the Blight.
You make a good point.
You saw those Darkspawns tonight. Wouldn't you die to protect your pretty wife from them?
I am...
Maybe you'll die. Maybe we'll all die. If nobody stops the Darkspawn, we'll die for sure.
I've just never faced a foe I could not engage with my blade.
At last we come to the joining. The Grey Wardens were founded during the First Blight, when humanity stood on the verge of annihilation. So it was that the first Grey Wardens drank of Darkspawn blood and mastered their taint.
We're going to drink the blood of those creatures.
As the first Grey Wardens did before us, as we did before you. This is the source of our power and our victory.
Those who survive the joining become immune to the taint. We can sense it in the Darkspawn and use it to slay the Archdemon.
Those who survive?
Not all who drink the blood will survive, and those who do are forever changed. This is why the joining is a secret. It is the price we pay. We speak only a few words prior to the joining, but these words have been said since the first. Alistair, if you would.
Join us, brothers and sisters. Join us in the shadows where we stand vigilant. Join us as we carry the duty that cannot be forsworn. And should you perish, know that your sacrifice will not be forgotten. And that one day, we shall join you.
Davith, step forward.
That's a big damn glass. There's more than 3 vials of blood in there. not looking so good.
Maker's breath.
Oh yeah, he's done.
I am sorry, Davith. Step forward, Jory.
But I have a wife, a child.
There
Had
is
I
no
known...
turning back.
No! You ask too much. There is no glory in this.
I am sorry.
Wow.
But the joining is not yet complete.
Definitely no
You are
turning back
called
now.
upon to submit yourself to the taint
Thanks
for
for
the
killing
greater
him.
good. From this moment forth, you are a Grey Warden.
Oh hell, that's a big dragon.
It is finished. Welcome.
2 more deaths. In my joining, only one of us died, but it was horrible. I'm glad at least one of you made it through.
How do you feel?
Well, to be fair, one died and you killed one, so dang. I still can't believe you killed him. Huh. Nothing you said prepared me for that.
Such is what it takes to be a Grey Warden.
Did you have dreams? I had terrible dreams after my joining.
Such dreams come when you begin to sense the Darkspawn, as we all do. That and many other things can be explained in the months to come.
Before I forget, there is one last part to your joining. We take some of that blood and put it in a pendant. Something to remind us of those who didn't make it this far.
Take some time. When you're ready, I'd like you to accompany me to a meeting with the king.
What kind of meeting?
The king is discussing strategy for the upcoming battle. I am not sure why he has requested your presence. The meeting is to the west, down the stairs. Please attend as soon as you're able.
Well, we have a level up. Let's see what we've got. 4 attributes, still no skill points, 2 spell points. Okay. I think I'm gonna continue to do willpower and magic here. For now. Let's get this cone of cold. Don't have enough magic for the other one. Let's do shock. Yes. That. Assign this one where B was. Gives us a little bit more firepower there. Okay, it's time for us to head to the King's strategy meeting.
Loghain, my decision is final. I will stand by the Grey Wardens in this assault.
You risk too much, Kalen. The Darkspawn Horde is too dangerous for you to be playing hero on the front lines.
If that's the case, perhaps we should wait for the Orlesian forces to join us after all.
I must repeat my protest to your fool notion that we need the Orlesians to defend ourselves.
It is not a fool notion. Our arguments with the Orlesians are a thing of the past, and you will remember who is king.
How fortunate Marek did not live to see his son ready to hand Ferelden over to those who enslaved us for a century.
Then our current forces will have to suffice, won't they? Duncan, are your men ready for battle?
They are, Your Majesty.
And this is the recruit I met earlier on the road? I understand congratulations are in order.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Every Grey Warden is needed now. You should be honored to join their ranks.
Your fascination with glory and legends will be your undoing, Kalen. We must attend to reality.
Fine. Speak your strategy. The Grey Wardens and I draw the Darkspawn into charging our lines, and then?
You will alert the tower to light the beacon, signaling my men to charge from cover.
To flank the Darkspawn, I remember. This is the Tower of Ishal in the ruins, yes? Well, who shall light this beacon?
I have a few men stationed there. It's not a dangerous task, but it is vital.
Then we should send our best. Send Alistair and the new Grey Warden to make sure it's done.
You mean I won't be fighting in the battle?
We need the beacon. Without it, Logain's men won't know when to charge.
You see? Glory for everyone.
You rely on these Grey Wardens too much. Is that truly wise?
Enough of your conspiracy theories, Logain. Grey Wardens battle the Blight no matter where they're from.
Your Majesty, you should consider the possibility of the Archdemon appearing.
There have been no signs of any dragons in the wilds.
Isn't that what your men are here for, Duncan?
Yes, Your Majesty.
Your Majesty, the tower and its beacon are unnecessary. The
We
circle
will
of
not
Magi...
trust any lives to your spells, mage. Save them for the Darkspawn.
Enough! This plan will suffice. The Grey Wardens will light the beacon.
Thank you, Logain. I cannot wait for that glorious moment. The Grey Wardens battle beside the King of Ferelden to stem the tide of evil.
Yes, Kalen. A glorious moment for us all.
You heard the plan. You and Alistair will go to the Tower of Ishal and ensure the beacon is lit.
What? I won't be in the battle.
This is by the King's personal request, Alistair. If the beacon is not lit, Tern Logain's men won't know when to charge.
So he needs 2 Grey Wardens standing up there holding the torch, just in case, right?
I agree with Alistair. We should be in the battle.
That is not your choice. If King Kalen wishes Grey Wardens to ensure the beacon is lit, then Grey Wardens will be there. We must do whatever it takes to destroy the Darkspawn, exciting or no.
I get it. Just so you know, if the king ever asks me to put on a dress and dance the Remigold, I'm drawing the line. Darkspawn or no.
I'd like to see that.
For you, maybe. But it has to be a pretty dress.
The tower is on the other side of the gorge from the King's camp, the way we came when we arrived. You'll need to cross the gorge and head through the gate and up to the tower entrance. From the top, you'll overlook the entire valley.
When do we light the beacon?
We will signal you when the time is right. Alistair will know what to look for.
What if an archdemon appears?
We soil our drawers, that's what.
If it does, leave it to us. I want no heroics from either of you.
Can we join the battle afterwards?
Stay with the Terran's men and guard the tower. If you are needed, we will send word.
How much time do we have?
The battle is about to begin. Once I leave, move quickly. You'll have less than an hour.
I know what I have to do.
Then I must join the others. From here, you two are on your own. Remember, you are both Grey Wardens. I expect you to be worthy of that title.
Duncan, may the Maker watch over you.
May he watch over us all.
Okay, we're going to stop here for this episode, and we will be going into the battle in the next. Thanks for watching.